It's a decade since the massive earthquake and tsunami triggered nuclear meltdowns in Fukushima. But Miyako Kumamoto has still not returned home. She's one of 30,000 Fukushima residents who remain scattered across the country.
4 years after the disaster, I went back home to check the radiation levels. The soil in my garden had double the amount of radiation used as a benchmark for contamination. I wanted to grow vegetables there, but it's become a place where humans can't live, eat, or sleep.
Kumamoto's husband passed away years before the disaster. Now she lives alone in Tokyo, separated even from her dog because pets aren't allowed in the accommodation allocated by the government. Authorities are encouraging residents from the restricted area close to the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear plant to return home, promising financial assistance. But many of those who lived outside the no-go zone and left voluntarily to escape the radiation say they haven't received enough financial support to rent a new home. Kumamoto lived a few kilometers outside the exclusion zone.
Radioactive contamination isn't visible. It's not like the houses damaged from the earthquake. It affects the area for a long time. New information on radiation levels is released all the time. We're worried about the radiation, and not having a permanent address, I feel like I've been in limbo all these years.
The magnitude 9 earthquake that struck Japan on March the 11th, 2011, was the largest recorded in the country's history. The subsequent tsunami wiped out entire coastal towns and caused meltdowns at 3 nuclear reactors. Behind me is TEPCO, the operator of the Fukushima nuclear power plant. The company has spent the past 10 years preparing for the removal of nuclear debris. This was meant to happen this year, but the pandemic has delayed these cleanup efforts by another year. The company expects the complete decommissioning of the nuclear plant to take another 40 years. The Japanese government had hoped to present the region's revival as a symbol of hope ahead of the Tokyo Olympics. But for Fukushima's former residents, home is still a long way off.